Uh, 4 unique commentators.
Yeah, I'm currently on track to get the 4 unique commentator partner role.
Let's go.
So
Hello, Sunshine community. We're back
yeah, and talking
uh,
about unique partners or something.
with JeffCompass and Danieru.
Yeah. Actually, very exciting match, a roll control match, and I think third and fourth rank in
Hello,
the
Schmidt.
standings.
Yes. Number 2 or number 3, number 4 in the league
Yeah.
right now.
So actually, very close matchup. Many points to be transferred over to either score.
Yes.
And actually, a pretty hype matchup. We've seen this matchup in season 2 as well, because both of them played in season 2 in Division 1. But I can't quite remember what format they played or like how it went. I just assume like a Danny win, because Danny has been like a very solid bingo player, just overall good, unless it's invasion or draft. I guess it's also not that great for Danny. But uh, roll control is definitely one of roll control is definitely one of Danny's stronger suits, and Jeff is just overall a very solid player, very balanced out, but probably a bit better in terms of routing, and thus it will hopefully create a very interesting and dynamic match. And roll control is definitely a format that, yeah, it's definitely a format. I will just stop there.
So yes, row control. 5
Mm.
rows, 5 goals in each row. Need 3 goals per row to claim the row. Need 3 rows to win the match. Very cool.
Mm.
Simple.
Yeah, what I just like to
Um,
call it a best of 5 of best of 5s.
yes, it is a best of 5 best of 5.
Yeah, it's always a very on point description. And
Card looks a little bit more gross than the one I commentated earlier.
perhaps there are some interesting things going on. And when I say
Man,
interesting, I
you
mean
got.
row 5 with Pianta Pinner,
Oh
a
my
very,
god.
very uncommon thing in row control.
You have
Um,
Bianco hidden, 15 in Bianco, and 20 Bianco on the same card, all in separate rows.
Yeah, so like a
That's
Bianco start would set up for everything. But like you see, like you kind of like at least I'm a bit traumatized from watching Romano matches play in row control. So I just always scan the card for like Pianta Pinner when it's row control, like in any patch, because because Pianta, for instance, has been like not a good level world to be in, because it's like very empty. But since you just like get goals and then nothing else happens, like you need 9 goals, or like you need at least 9 goals, but you can win with only 9 goals, meaning that like the Pianta value just like inherently is increased just by um yeah, just needing less other stuff. So I kind of scan like how far can you get with Pianta Pinner and then like maybe Noki or like Delfino Shines or something. And with that, like this is all the setup for row 5. But then like you look at the other stuff, like row 1 has Pianta free damages, which is a very convenient goal. Row 2 has 6 from 2 and Gold Birds, which is also kind of able to be worked together. Row 3 has like 2 Pinner Noki goals, which are both pretty late. Row 4 has something, so of course Rumada would start Pianta and Pinner here, but maybe there
yeah.
are better starts to go with.
Uh, 2 turbos and Delphine Rocket kind of sucks. For
Mm,
row 1. I
yeah,
mean,
I would.
2 turbos is fine, I guess, but Delphine Rocket kind of sucks. A lot, in my opinion. 30 shines is a lot of shines. And when you want to go and get eel potentially, it's not great.
Mm,
Um,
One thing, just
God, what are
as
you
you
doing this
mentioned,
card?
yeah, you mentioned Bianco with 15 and 20 in Bianco, and it kind of makes sense because like row 2, row 4 have like these two Bianco goals, and then there's like 45. There's 5 secrets, 9 Serena, 5 bosses. Like that just screams like a
Yeah,
Bianco was like secret kind of start.
Bianco, Bianco Serena type play with like
Yeah, and like
maybe
and then
maybe
you
like a lives rush or something.
maybe, but like so if you have 20 in Bianco, 45 totals, if you can manage to get this, then Serena seems very strong already because like row 3, for instance, has like 23 in Rico, 65 and 7 chances secrets, and then suddenly the Bianco Serena play looks very, very scary. Row 1 is kind of like row 1 is just really weird. It has like plasma damages and hidden in Bianco, which are two quick goals, and then there's kind of just very, very late
Meh.
stuff.
A lot
So
of meh for everything else.
yeah, so like you don't really include this into your like game plan that early. It's probably something that you have to scan in the mid game just to see like,
Mhm.
oh, can I have this as my win con? Am I just supposed to do some garbage hundo and then just rush the Athena shines when I have
Yes.
the Ocean? Uh,
Yes is the answer.
yeah, but like that's only the case when you're like having two
Oh,
rows already and a goal in row 1, and your
God.
opponent has literally nothing else.
Yeah. So basically, either Pianta or Bianco is your starting option here. Um, I guess I like Pianta a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know if I actually like Pianta more.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to really say. Like Pianta seems like it has things that can work, but then like to win rows with Pianta, you would have to make like an early.
You have to
Uh,
like commit hard to M's at that
no,
point,
I don't think so. That you need
at
to
least for
commit
row
items.
5,
But yeah, actually,
or
maybe
maybe 16 to
M's
blues.
with 23 and Rico actually seem kind of nice together. So maybe that's actually a better game plan than uh, just combining level shines with
Right?
Pianta.
Because you wouldn't be winning 7 shines and secrets at that rate, so then you could potentially just pin a rush it out, and then like 50-50 with the
Mhm.
remaining goals in row 5, and like finish out a Mario in row 3, and then hopefully win 65 totals or something like that.
Yeah, that seems like a decent play, but I feel like just Pianta is a bit too scary. I think you have to be sharp with your routing and your decision making to
Yeah.
make Pianta work. So I think just both are starting Bianco and
Bianco is probably the safest option on this card to start with.
yeah, there are like only a few things that there will be like a few things that are actually very interesting because you can do 15 in Bianco earlier than 20. Uh, but if you rush 15, then you might just lose 20 in Bianco, and then you might even lose hidden in Bianco afterwards as well.
Man, this big
Uh,
card is really cool.
yeah, I would agree. Um, Alternatively, you can just greed and have like 15 and 20 in Bianco be done, and then uh, probably just try to get the hidden. I don't think we'll see a hidden rush like without any blue collection because that just seems weak.
Yeah. Um. Now, as a okay, so now that they're both starting Bianco, do you rush 15 or do you not rush 15? I feel like you have to, right? If you're gonna start Bianco,
It's yeah, like it's either rush 15 or rush 20.
because
That's
like
kind of the thing.
the hidden's out of the question. You shouldn't rush that. It's either one of the two blue goals, and at the point, it's like if you lose 15 to the other player, do you stay for 20 or do you try and go into Serena right after that to work on bosses in 9 from Serena?
And secrets, shines the secrets that also
Yeah,
works together.
secrets, like the lives progress potentially to help with row 4. I don't know. This is gonna be a lot of like trying to psych out your opponent and like make them do either the same option as you, just behind you, or like
Yeah. Jeff
just perfectly
has.
concealing the information.
Yeah. I was about to
Space
say we will see later, but Jeff already reveals kind of his hand. Although I guess I think this route works for 20 in Bianco as well. But I think he's been practicing 15 in Bianco with the spicy pizza route,
Mhm.
and I would assume that he would just rush 15 in Bianco. I think. What do I think? That's that's a good question. I think 15 in
Only like
Bianco is
6 seconds
probably a bit
behind.
more. I think 15 in Bianco is probably a bit better, just because
Yeah.
it like releases you from the Bianco chains a little bit earlier. But what you do afterwards is very unclear. I think one option could be getting the Pheno Blues into 23 Noriko and hopefully winning 45 totals. That's
That would put you in a really strong board position if you won like all of those goals.
yeah. But like, do you win that like that? Like, it's not really something you can bank on.
Yeah, I think a lot of these rows are just gonna come down to like that one sucky goal. Or like those 2 goals that are like aren't that fast or great that require a lot of setup. Like it's gonna come down to those on a lot of these sections.
Mm.
Unless the players just like completely forgo a row. But
There are also kind of possibilities, I think, um, for someone to rush 15 in Bianco, then hope like try to win 45 totals with 23 in Rico, and
mhm.
then like do Serena, and then just proceed with like Delfino Shines, maybe.
Yeah, into Pinna.
No, not even into Pinna, maybe into Noki.
Interesting.
That could work. Although then it's kind of not that easy to like determine. Okay, if I get to Noki fast, like do I get Eel with row 3? But like, how do I win the other goals? So maybe you have to like dip into Pinna 1, get blue coins, maybe get 16 Pinna so you can have a little bit of goals or progress there.
Yep.
Mm.
Jeff now back in the lead because he did Spicy Pizza route. Was like 6 seconds behind, but because of getting that blue, he's now like 2 seconds, 3 seconds ahead. This is going to be a pretty close race. Comes down to gameplay at this point.
Mm. And Jeff, as I mentioned before, has practiced this today, and maybe will gain time progressively over Danny doing this. And I feel like the lead has been already a little bit extended.
Yeah. Yeah.
ILing and practicing actually kind of paying off sometimes. Who would have known?
Only sometimes. Okay, Jeff about half a length ahead now,
Mm,
extending his lead to like almost 5 seconds, maybe a little bit more, less.
yeah. It seems like 5.5 ahead, I guess. He goes for the
No, Danny
tree.
bonked.
Yeah. Danny bonked, and I don't
The
think
tree
Jeff
also
will.
sucks.
Yeah. But there are some strats where it's definitely getting easier. And now, kind of, the issue with racing 15 in Bianco, or like doing 15 in Bianco, is just risk like losing the goal. But Jeff
Oh, Jeff, you gotta
is
click it.
not
Jeff, you
clicking
gotta
it.
click it. You can't wait till you get into the secret.
Yeah, that's very scary.
Oh
But
no.
Danny is also clicking it
Okay.
now.
Yep. Danny claiming the gold. Jeff is very unhappy. Um, Danny has no idea that he actually lost that race and is behind.
Hmm. But
Um,
that's maybe the benefit of this, because you kind of know the opponent is behind 220. But that seems like not a really worthwhile benefit. Although I guess like row 2 has goals where that you can sacrifice like that. But
Okay.
then
What
you can
3 options
argue.
does Jeff do?
I
Yes.
think he's going back and getting 20.
20 plus hidden or turbo. Turbo is the other option, and then or just nice run. But nice run is now off the table. So 20 plus hidden, I guess, or
20
20 plus
plus
turbo.
hits.
Looks like hidden. Going back into 3.
Which is uh interesting decision, I would say, because in episode 4 you can get the remaining 5 coins.
Yes.
That would be very convenient, but I think uh, Jeff is afraid of ghosts, or just wants to uh, kind of conceal his blues start to Danny. Although,
Jeff doesn't want to do 20 totals and then not click it and then have it get clicked. I
yeah,
think that might be what that is.
yeah, but at the same time, like Jeff could just then decide to click it instead
That is
next time.
true. He could just click it.
Yeah, that's kind of not cutting it close at all.
Okay. Danny instead is now bailing and opening up Rico. Looks like they want to go work on 23 from Rico, which is a good play. I like it. Gets you closer
Mm.
to 45 totals. Jeff immediately clicking off Bianco hidden. So Danny knows that they might have barely won the race to 15 Bianco Blues, or they sniped it or something. He didn't get clicked, but they know that Jeff started Bianco.
Yeah, and uh, maybe like the very immediate click just kind of suggests that I don't know. I don't really know what's going through Jeff's mind right now. But like,
Now, Jeff goes into Rico and also tries for 23 from Rico. He's going to be crying really hard.
mm, he's currently a bit struggling with getting the hits down. That sometimes happens, and you feel like a dumbass whenever it happens.
It's like, it's so easy to shoot the polluted piranha plant, but then sometimes you just, like, cannot control flood in a way that lands you the hit, ever. And it's like, why can't I not do this? I've been doing this for years. It's not that hard.
This seems like a very creative route from Danny. I don't know if it's supposed to be a 23 in 1 route, or if it's like if he changed his mind or forgot about the goal or anything else. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a
Looks like
23.
maybe a custom 23 in the 1.
No, I don't. Like he would have gone for the infinites.
The kicks, wall kicks.
Yeah. So maybe Jeff has still the time to actually get this goal. Maybe Danny is just doing a route to get a lot of blue
Like
coins and then
23 and
forget.
2.
I guess.
That'd be weird. Because Danny definitely knows wall kicks, so.
Yeah. If anyone knows
The
wall kicks, then Danny. True.
the get on top of Pachinko Lord.
And the pioneer at the very least.
Yes.
And then Orange took it a bit too seriously.
Okay. Jeff picking up the one up there in the box while getting this half of the link that takes way too long comparatively to its other counterpart.
Yeah, it's definitely weird that they've made like one last like 5 times as long as the other.
And he is definitely looking like a 23 and 2 play right now, which is kind of weird. I don't think I've ever seen it. Might
I
be
don't think
just a get
it's
a lot of them in 1 and then pick the rest up in 3 as well.
that's
There's no way that
maybe
works. Wow, that works.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising, but at the same time, it's like
Where's Peaches? Peaches needs to see this.
yeah, it's like you just know it should work, but like you just when you try it, then you just bonk and you fall down and you just feel like the dumbass again. There are like a lot of moments in this game where you feel like a dumbass. I think it's maybe because of the game.
Alright, so Danny like 6 coins or something short of 23, and Rico. Both players exiting Rico at the same time, almost doing the same movement. Where are they going now?
Yeah, Jeff's movement a little bit cleaner.
Picking up some Delfino Blues.
Mhm.
Danny picking up some Delfino Blues.
Yeah, Danny has picked up a lot of M's. I didn't
Oh,
keep track
right, the
of.
M's.
Yeah, I would just assume he got 9
Before,
in
yes, Danny
Rico.
got all 9.
And
So 4 plus 9 is 13, plus 3 here would be 16, and to Gelato would be 17.
but he goes into
Uh,
Piant instead, so he doesn't
or
need to
Pianta.
unlock Gelato.
That is
It's
true.
also very viable.
And then you can work on Piano 3 damageless to help contest row 1.
Mhm.
Put you a little bit closer to that Pianta hidden and Pianta Shadow Mario if that becomes necessary if you don't win Pinna for some reason.
I
Um,
mean, thus far, I think Jeff might be in a Pinares lead. I mean, he's currently on
with Gelato
bronze.
open, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it seems like he wants to go into uh, Pianta as well now.
Yeah. Danny should have the M's at this point.
Yeah, he went out for the far out ones, and he picked one up at the very back of
Jeff
Pianta.
should have like 14. So if Danny doesn't click this soon, Danny's gonna be the one sad.
Yeah, and I think this the 17th M click is like not clicking that goal is worse for Danny than the 15 in Bianca was for Jeff.
For Jeff, yes.
Yeah, because like both being in Pianta
That
and both being very
didn't go
close.
in. Jeff got so robbed. What? Okay,
Oh,
Danny
Danny,
clicking it off there.
yeah, eventually, and Jeff is now crying a lot.
Dude, Jeff got so robbed on that. The Pianta went, or the Chompling went so deep in that pool and like somehow didn't hit the water.
They just didn't want to get clean.
Oh,
I
and
don't
then
know.
Danny's gonna finish 45 here. Oh, Jeff's like super in a bad spot now.
Hmm. But I don't think it's
Not unwinnable, of course, but it's
yeah.
just like kind of not great because he lost the 15 in Bianco. So there's the 45 totals click. Pianta 1 done, so Danny actually in the lead for Pianta 3 damageless now if this becomes a race instead of Pinna, if they want to
Hmm.
choose that.
But Jeff is ahead to the pinner race, and he has some like sneaky Pianta progress that Danny might not expect. So that can come in handy for Jeff later. But he just abandons Pianta altogether.
Yeah, pick up Chuckster and then trade into Pinna, and then contest with Pinna down on
Hmm.
row 5. Yeah, this card's a lot of setup. Lots of setup. So
Mm. So at this pace, uh,
you already
Danny,
got that blue.
yeah, and Danny was very confused for a little bit. Um, so at this pace, so Danny is ahead to 23 Rico, 65 totals. So like row 3 looks kind of not that easy for Jeff, but I think he has at least technical leads to every goal, and like two of them is like Eel and Pinashama. You shouldn't really think about quite yet. Some
Yeah,
chances
and
this,
they each
this
have Jeff has one more shine in a secret right now.
yeah, and currently like unlocks Pinna, so 16 Pinna, hidden Pinna is his. Like he will lose the Pianta golds, and that might be fine because Danny would kind of have to commit to Pianta to actually like secure them.
Yeah,
Uh, it,
that is a bit of a commitment.
yeah,
And right, there's no it's not like it's 3 rockets or 7 birds or like pipe shines on the card. Like it's just like you gotta sit there and go through 7 and then get the hidden or something. So
mm. So Jeff
kind
has
of not great.
still opportunities. As, also with row two, he has as many bosses as Danny and is currently in Pianta, Penna, and then someone who's in Pianta and surviving. Uh,
24-minute pin entry, not too shabby from Jeff. Danny, don't
mm,
get pyro chickened. Okay.
yeah. Oh, Jeff is not even continuing with 16 Pinna. That's a very interesting call, but honestly, like this works. Like you'll see the kind of the damageless, so he knows he can like do 16 Pinna maybe
After.
after the fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like he doesn't know if Danny has Pinna open at this point. He can assume like possibly, but maybe not like with Gelato open all the way. So
Mhm. So Jeff knows he has a slight lead, but he doesn't know how much really. So that kind of is a little bit scary, but I think Jeff will just do 16 Pinna right now. And,
yeah, like
uh,
right after the fight, I think would be a really good time to do it. If you wait till
mm.
3, then that's like super spooky.
Yeah, and even though with that Pianta lead by Danny, as Jeff, you might just give up on row 5 immediately, but then you kind of have to consider, yeah, if I can just get 16 pinner now, like that will
I
leave
think
Danny with like he just has to collect blues for totals without like any additional benefit. He has to commit to Pianta at one point, and
I think
because
what
it can
Jeff might do here is just do the Pinna hidden and then give up on row 5 because that still forces Danny to pick up either both Pianta goals or a Pinna and a Pianta goal, which is still not great
yeah,
in terms of the long con.
that's actually
And
very
that works out
valuable.
for 7 shines and secrets for Jeff a little bit better instead of having to focus on blues, which you're behind on now in total, so it doesn't win you that either.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Danny, however, opening up Gelato now is back to Rico. Gonna do Rico 2 and then probably get into 3 to finish out 23 here.
Mhm. Mm,
So Jeff is probably aiming to win row 3, 4, and then like question mark between 1 and 2.
yeah, maybe one. I think one is not that unviable for him because like the two turbos and the Phenol Rocket, like that together is pretty
Yeah, plus
bad.
he's gonna go through Pinna, so he'll have Delfino Turbo as an option at 25 shines instead of having to like go do a ton of Rico or go sit in Gelato for a while. Like this at least gives
Mm,
you that option to get that second turbo a little bit easier now.
yeah, although like that's something that can be very scary for Jeff, and that could be like a 6 from 2 with 5 bosses play for Danny to
Hmm.
secure row 2, and that would just make progress for another Turbo Nozzle and Turbo Nozzle that's earlier accessible than the Pheno
Yeah,
at that, and then it suddenly becomes a bit more dicey, and
and if
then
Danny like right, if Danny does like all the way through Rico 7 right now, that would be actually like a huge call to make.
mm, I guess. Oh,
That
yeah,
gets you bosses and the other turbo.
yeah,
6
that's
from 2.
yeah, like 5 bosses, just Pianta with N612, and then like you have turbo nozzles, and then you just need one more goal, and it's between the Pheno rocket nozzles, so 30 shines, very very late into the game, and hundreds in the boss episode, which like are very counteractive, and Jeff kind of has to win both of them. Then
Mhm.
that would be very evil from Danny.
Jeff claiming out. One pin hidden. Danny double checking his blue count is at 21 with the Z menu. Pick up these enemies right here, and we'll be at 23.
Hmm.
Danny going, wait a minute. Still need one more blue. Okay, seeing the pin hidden, click. Danny knows he can probably delay 23 Enrico at least for a few minutes. Comfortably.
Yeah, but like at this point, it's 29 minutes into the game. All you've seen from Jeff is hidden
Yeah,
Bianca, hidden and
pin.
Pinner.
Yeah,
Like
two
what the
hidden goals. Like
yeah,
you don't know what Jeff has.
what the fuck does it say? Like basically nothing. It just says basically nothing.
Woo,
Uh,
he pinna rushed a little bit.
no, he just didn't Pinner. He just got into Pinner. Like he
Yeah.
has Pinner lead. That's all I know when you're Danny. And I guess he has a hidden
I
in
mean,
Bianca.
yeah, I guess Danny can infer that he's not winning 7 shines and secrets at the very
Yeah.
least from this.
Mm. But like, as Danny, you have like week 2, week 3. You can go into week 4. You maybe have Pianta 5 in your mind, Jala 1. And then suddenly, like, maybe I can actually contest 5 secrets. Maybe I can even contest 7 shines and secrets. And uh, then you kind of consider these 2 options. Like right now, Danny's like getting live, so I think he just wants 20 in Bianca because he could do this at basically any point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, also picking up Delfino Blues to get close to that 65 total, and gonna be like super pressuring row 3 and row 4.
Mm.
All right,
Mm.
that's a viable tactic in row control. When you have a click in every row, and then you have like a second click, and 1 to 2 rows, maybe even a third row, it gets really like you can make your opponent really impatient with how they play because they feel like they have to defend everything
Because they kind of have to.
because they kind of have to. So
Yeah. Jeff is already at 5 shines in Pinner after this one,
yes,
and then he would still need like 3 shines from Bianca, for instance, and all of them give like very little value except for like 1 boss shine in
yeah, like a
Bianca
boss and
5.
a
So like,
turbo that you don't have to clip for.
I guess that's fine. It's like that's nothing good.
Okay, Danny now opening up Penna. Yeah,
Hmm.
will Jeff do Penna Shadow Mario now? Probably not. Does he go to? Does he try and like Delfino Rush into Noki after this, or what's the game plan from here?
Yeah, I think Jeff's game plan is kind of revolving around kind of having Danny go a little bit simple-minded. Like if Jeff expects Danny to get 16 pinup blues in episode 1, because that's just convenient for Danny, then he kind of has a better tell on his pinner lead, and then he can control clicks like Pinnacle Mario or like Goldbirds a bit more easily.
Yeah,
It seems like it's a 6 from 2 rush actually from Jeff, which I
I mean,
don't dislike,
yep.
but
If you
it's
get 20 Bianco here, right, and then you're at
true. If you get 20 Bianca, you
two
actually kind of
two
in this
secrets right
spot.
now.
Yeah, that's actually also very fun. The only
Right,
issue is that like the blue coins that you're missing are kind of out of the way.
they do suck. But I mean, if you do it with Rocket Clip, that's fine, I guess. But it doesn't get you a shine or a
I'm not,
Turbo Clip, excuse me.
but like the 20 in Bianca alone, and then Bianca 4, 5, 6 something.
Yeah,
That's like fine, but like to get these blue coins, you kind of have to be out of your way as well, because you just can't finish close to the hidden. Also, this is a turbo play instead, which I'm a little surprised about, but
Danny with 65 here at 33 minutes.
Hmm.
Nothing to scoff at all. It's a very impressive rate of blues.
Yeah, with a bunch of level shines at that.
All right, like a 30-minute pinna entrance is about average. I mean, maybe a little under average
It's on
in
the
today
average, I
in,
think.
in this meta, but
Mm.
I would say that most players should be expected to open pinna in about 30 minutes or have it be able to be opened.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Jeff
there's the 20
is
Bianca blues.
Jeff is confirming that he has indeed 20 Bianca Blues. Uh,
Danny
I'm
now
not
clicking
watching.
off. Yeah, 23 and 65.
Mm. Oh, one thing that could be interesting is if Danny just like doesn't do 16 in pinner. He just doesn't give the information that he's actually in pinner, which is not the most difficult or like the most outlandish thing for Danny to do, but it's still
What if Danny
something.
just straight rushes pinna Shadow Mario right now?
Yeah, that just would
That would be
make
super
Jeff.
troll.
That would just make feel. That would just make Jeff feel pretty miserable.
Yeah. One turbo for Jeff. Having a little bit
Mm.
of difficulty with the clip there, but getting it.
Yeah, wasting even more time than just getting the turbo is already the
What
time.
does Jeff do now?
9 for
Open
Serena?
Serena, and then maybe Delfino Rush into Noki. I think Noki's really important for Jeff. Like, I don't think he can ignore it.
Yeah, I would agree.
Right, if you want to pick up some blues along the way, get some Delfino Shine straight in, that'd be nice.
Mm.
Let's go left bell with Yoshi. I don't know what that movement was, but... Oh, Danny riding in the Pinna 2 box life.
Yeah,
Is he going to make
and
the cycle?
barely
Oh,
making the cycle.
oh, okay. Is he going to make the second cycle?
He could. He doesn't.
Oh! Okay. Doesn't die, but doesn't pick up the life, so...
Mm.
I think that's a worthy trade.
Yeah, yeah, kind of. It's a bit hyphy, but did Jeff unlock Serena? I would just assume so
Yes,
because Serena.
Jeff unlocks Serena.
Hmm. But Danny leaves. Oh, just getting 5 secrets as soon as possible. And this is kind of like a live secrets kind of thing.
Annie has 2 secrets, which Jeff also has, right? Yes. Yeah, if Danny actually sneaks up on secrets, that would hurt Jeff too.
Hmm. I mean, Danny's not that far behind. He just needs. After this, he needs 3 more shines. Where would it be Pianta 4, 5, Gelada 1, or Gelada 1, Shino 1, 2, or
Interesting movement
that's
from Danny.
Johnny ones. Yeah,
Okay, let's
picking up
pick.
that life on the way. And then having to climb back awkwardly up. That's definitely very good life to get.
Jeff having the time of his life trying to clip right now in the fruit stand.
Yeah.
Pausing, thinking that'll help.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm not personally a big fan of the Beyblade. I just like, the sidestep thing
Yeah,
instead.
sidestep works. The hover slide up against the wall. That's the old way of doing it. That's also not too bad. Yep,
Danny
Danny picking
taking
up
it
the
very
lives
correctly.
and getting through Rico 4. So the life game right now is actually pretty big for both players. They're both grinding lives pretty hard along the way.
Mhm. Yeah, but only one of them will be able to win this. And Jeff is sneaking up on Delfino Shines. He currently has 3, maybe. Um,
That sounds
he,
correct. 4.
yeah.
He has 4. Chuckster, left bell, beach, fight. He didn't
Mm.
beach, right? I think he did beach.
Yeah, he did beach.
Oop,
He
clip
clips.
back into the sewers.
Yeah, that's really bad actually. Danny has
Some amount of
push
lives.
some lives.
I can't. Counter doesn't come up when you're running around, so.
And I think it doesn't count in PAL. I think in
Yeah,
JP the life count is.
JP is like always on, but like PAL in English it doesn't show up unless you stop moving or pause.
Yeah.
Okay. Insider information from chat. Danny has 14.
Yeah, Jeff unlocks this life and hope maybe gets it. It's a very terrible life to get because it
That
just
one
runs
is
away.
like one of the worst ones to get because it goes in the water.
Yeah, and then you have to swim to get it. But this, Jeff
Okay, chase
gets
it back
it.
on land.
Yeah.
Danny now going back to Pianta to potentially do Pianta 5 as the 4th secret, pick up maybe the hidden, or just have the access ready, available, and then we'll go do Gelato 1 right after.
Yeah, and if Jeff is able to pick up the lives from Danny and win 9 from Delfino, that's already making this very interesting, right? Because then Jeff will have the lead for row 1, he'll have like both gold dots. Doesn't go for the lives in this rotation, the life rotation this time, and that's unfortunately a bit maybe too risky for Jeff. But there's like no good way to come back after like the
Danny picks
lives
up
for this
2
one.
here in outside 5. Are there easy lives you can pick up in 5 without flood? There's the one when like that chucks her on the
Oh
first
yeah,
platform.
oh yeah, true. You can get free life. Oh, he's going for these lives instead. I forgot that you can pick up lives outside the secret.
Alright, if he does this into Piano 5, then that's 18 lives. Allegedly.
Yeah,
Oh, looks like that's what he's doing.
14. Oh, has 16 now. So yeah, Jeff actually like missing out on one rotation. He could have.
Ooh, nice low spin jump. Bad game.
Jeff is going into gold, but he will be very sad about losing lives like this.
Yeah, because Danny's ahead to secrets now.
This is not a.
Now, Danny is also doing one of the most notorious. Okay, yeah, there's the 16 live. Danny is doing one of the most notorious secrets to die in, not by your own choice. So.
Yeah, Danny. Will Danny not click? Will Danny like hold on clicking off 18 lives? That's
Nah,
not okay.
Yeah. That is a strong click to hold ransom. Or at least have it in your possession until it either is not in your possession or forever in your possession. Jeff should definitely consider picking up the lives anyways to 18, and then in case Danny loses it.
Yeah.
Because that can turn the row over.
Yeah, he kind of has to hope for this. But he doesn't go for this, unfortunately.
Both gold boards clicked off by Jeff right there, entering Serena. Gonna be start working on 9 Serena blues and bosses probably.
Yeah, and maybe hoping that he can win 5 secrets. He technically has a lead in row 3 shines. Row 3 golds, except for here. So that's actually important, and Danny will survive the secret. So that's good for him.
Okay, what is Danny's next play? Because Danny is in. Does he strike out rush for secrets and claim row 4? Yes, that looks like the play. So Jeff now also, after Manta, is going to be like, well, shit. He has 5 secrets, and there's 7 shines and secrets on the card. So he just needs to do 2 hiddens. And that would win out row 3, and I would cry. Because that was probably originally part of my win con, potentially. What does Jeff have right now? He has... Does he still only have the 4 shines and secrets?
I think so, right?
Yeah, only Bianco 3, 3R, and then Pinna 2 and 2R, I think. I don't think I've seen anything else, so
Yeah, and the issue is like Piata Hidden is literally another shine in the secret for Danny, and then he just needs to do one more shine.
yeah, like Gelato 1 Reds, it's not too bad from here, right? You're already in Gelato.
Yeah, it's a 1 minute 30 shine, maybe a bit
It's
more.
relatively
Like,
quick.
yeah, for a goal and then for a row basically. Yeah, it's definitely
It's a good
he,
trade
yeah,
if you're Danny. Okay,
he
5
picks up.
secrets clicked off, so first one to claim a row is Danny on this match at 40, just under 44 minutes.
Mm,
Jeff now finishing up Manta and's going, what to do because I'm down in row 5 and row 3 now.
yeah,
Because
and
if Danny gets 7 shines and secrets, you just lose the match because you don't have the Pianta progress to block.
I guess as Jeff, you just have to rush Pianta Shalimar and just hope that Danny goes for like the hidden first, and then messes up, and maybe does something else, and then like just to set up just in case. It's uh it's definitely not a Jeffco happy moment for him.
No. Yeah, I don't know how Jeff blocks this. I don't think he can at this point.
He just has to grind a few lives and hope that Danny dies 2 times in a row now. I hit my mic by accident. I apologize for this. Does Danny die? He takes it safe with the hover.
Okay, so
Doesn't
Jeff back
seem.
in Serena 2, finishing out 9 from Serena. This will be at least another secret, so it is working towards that.
Mm,
Yeah, I think at this point Jeff kind of has to like pray that Danny loses 18 lives and he could click it, but he doesn't have the lives as of right now, anyways. So Danny could easily get it back if he loses it.
mm. Yeah, Danny has to die twice for 18 lives to be available. Nice fetch entry by Danny.
Very nice. That was clean. So yeah, ultimately, um, I don't really feel like Jeff made any bad decisions. I think Danny just kind
I
of
think.
overpowered with sneaking up on secrets after already having 45 totals. I think the live grinding is basically the ultimate like turning point, I would say. But
Yeah, maybe you can you can think about Jeff's decision to delay 15 in Bianco
I
and
mean,
giving him the
yeah,
goal.
it probably won't matter at this rate for row 2, but I mean, that could have probably that might have made Danny do something else at the beginning, which may have changed the course of the match. We don't know. That's a giant what if, but
Hmm,
I mean, it would at least put Jeff in a better mental state than doing the goal and then losing it 10 seconds later.
that as well. So
There's
now
9
Jeff
Serena click.
Jeff is praying that Danny is not doing 7 chance and secrets yet. But at this point, there's like no reason for Danny to delay this when he wins Pianta Hidden as well.
Yeah.
He's going for these kind of strats, which is interesting.
Oop, missed the coin.
Yeah,
So yeah,
maybe. And
there's the 7 shine secret. When Pianta hidden, Jeff sees this and goes, Sag.
yeah, and
Um, I
now,
guess maybe Jeff should have committed to the secrets play, right? Because he did that play that I mentioned earlier where you just diff the pin of blues and then you just do the hidden. And at that point, you're at 4 shines and secrets. You maybe like have to go do gelato instead of something else, like the Bianco play. I mean, the Bianco play was fine because if you won 18 lives, you were doing the Delfino shines to win that row. So I mean that you can't really make that say that's a bad call, but
yeah, like unfortunately for Jeff, it's like he skipped out on one live rotation for Underbell, and then like after that live rotation, he could have uh done some mic life grinding where you get like the two sewer ones, and then you just get the last one
Mhm.
uh, near Pachinko, and then you have 18 lives, I think.
Yeah.
If Jeff just did this instead, then maybe he would have won 18 lives, and then the game would be very different actually, and maybe probably even Jeff favored.
Potentially, yeah, Jeff favored, right? Because I mean, Danny wins row 3 and 5, but Jeff's like super ahead right now for row
Yeah,
one at least,
row one and
and
two. Mhm.
row one, and yeah, was working on 6 from 2 already, so and had the boss lead because Manto was already done. So well, that
Mm.
was after the fact, but yeah, Jeff's gonna let Mario take a nice nap on the warm gelato beach while Danny finishes up making Mario work overtime
Mhm. Yeah.
to defeat his evil counterpart, Shadow Mario.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate looking match for Jeff. I think like you just see, oh, 5 goals, haha.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
a loser. Yeah.
whenever someone says it's a close 3-0, you kind of go, "Really? Was it close?" Because if it was close, it would have been a 3-0. But
Mm,
definitely, the details make the match, not
yeah.
the end card. But there is
Yeah.
Piano Shadow Mario. That is a
Um
3-0 victory for Danny over Jeff Compass in 50 minutes.
yeah, exactly.
See if our
That's
players want to join in
insane.
for an interview.
Mm.
Hello, Danny.
Welcome,
GG's on the
Danny.
match.
Yo, GG.
And Jeff is opting to pass the interview. So
Yeah,
just Danny this time around. Yeah, congrats. You won. That's a good thing.
thank you.
Uh, how did you feel about this card overall?
Um, I was not the biggest fan of the card because uh, there's no real combos you can do. Not much synergy between goals, and especially they're mostly late game goals. So it's
Yeah.
just a setup game and then react. Pretty much can't come up with an epic route to outplay the opponent. You just have to react to the opponent.
Yeah, we kind of like discussed this like Pianta start that wasn't like super great, but still like would help you with row 1 and then row 5, and like this Bianco into Serena play with maybe not doing Serena and instead doing Rico. And you guys both just kind of opted for Bianco, which was the safe call on this card, we felt.
Yeah, good setup.
Um, I
Yeah,
would like to
so
inform you, you did not win 15 Bianca Blues. You were short about 10 seconds, maybe
Wow.
15. Jeff did not click it.
Wow. Yeah, that was been completely different match at that point, for sure.
yeah, that was like kind of a gambit of a goal, but even then, Jeff was still competitive for most of the match, even though it kind of looks like very few clicks, but he has
Yeah,
been like farming lives a bit, and he was at 15 lives when you clicked the 18, and he was like one Delfino rotation away, and he
damn.
was like passively getting Delfino shines. He had like uh, probably a 2 Topos lead. He had like a lot of shines, had like Yoshi unlocked, so row 1 would be him favored for him. And then like row 2 is not that clear with your Pianta play. So then
Yeah.
like so it,
I mean, yeah, there was Wincom for sure. Yeah. I think I can still contest row one with Rico Turbo and Bianco Turbo if I wanted instead of doing Pianta. And I think I can also contest row two, 6 shines in Pianta and Rico, something like that. But yeah, if Jeff won the 50-50s, for sure. I'm glad I rushed lives at the good point, but would have
yeah,
been rough losing row four for sure.
yeah, but like did you feel comfortable in like the later parts of the game, or was it like pretty intense until you got seven shines and secrets?
Yeah, I was like, I was not nervous, but I wasn't confident. I thought it was like a pretty much a 50-50 game. I think I might be a bit ahead overall.
Mhm.
But once I got 18 lives, I was pretty confident because I knew five secrets. I doubted Jeff could get five secrets before me because I had a lot of setup. I was a bit more concerned on seven shines and secrets, but even then, I could still get either Pina 7 or EO.
Yeah, because of the Bianco hidden and the Pinna hidden clicks, which
Yeah.
I liked. Jeff made this call to not do the Pinna Blues and pick up the Pinna hidden, which would still make you either have to go do Pinna Blues plus a Pianta goal or do both Pianta goals, which doing both Pianta goals is kind of like on this card because it doesn't work out for much other than like 6 from 2. Um, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, like after that Pinna hidden call, the secrets push like eased up because Jeff then went to go do 20 from Bianco, picked up the turbo there, and started doing the Delfino plus lives that he ended up losing. So,
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
uh,
I didn't plan on getting 16 Pina Blues. I just thought with the 17 M's and both Pinta goals, I was fine. But I
yes.
was kind of scared. I sniped Jeff to Pinta 3, and he had like Pinta 2 done. So I was kind of scared of leaving Pinta 3. Only having up to Pinta 3, up to
Hmm.
the end game.
Oh, one thing that we also forgot is like I said, the 17 M's. You kind of, I think you delayed it a little bit, and that what might have been a bit too risky because Jeff was like collecting his, like was doing the shine and was about to collect his last few ones. So
Damn.
that's
Yeah, I think you had like 20 M's,
Yeah, I probably had like at least
like
19, but
19.
I thought with the Bianco Hidden Shine I was pretty safe, unless Jeff just hardcore roast 17 M's exiting area and recon or something. I didn't
Yeah,
think he would do that.
Jeff got like 7 M's in Enrico, the 4 in Bianco, which put him at 11. He had the 3 in Delfino, which would put him at 14. So, um, I think he was like he went to Open Gelato, which was the bigger thing. He went to Open Gelato, then went to
Mm,
Pianta, which ended up costing him that goal, I feel.
I see.
Because you guys basically did like the same movement. Like you guys like finished Rico one at the same time. You were trying to do the same movement. Jeff was a little better in Delfino. You
Yeah,
both like got the M, got the bird, got the other M, and then you went to Pianta instead of opening Gelato, which Jeff went and opened Gelato, and then was like, wait a minute, I should go to
yeah.
Pianta.
Well, yeah, Jeff could have had it then because I got a lot of blues in Rico. I'm not sure if Jeff got that many. I
He
got
did not
like
get that many.
17 blues. So
Yeah, Jeff got like
PM, so
10,
yeah,
12 ish, something like that. So
yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, losing that would have been pretty rough, but then I think my plan could still work out. But I would have to get 16 Pina Blues or Pina Hidden. But
mhm,
would have been quite rough losing that one.
for sure. But yeah, a great match overall. Just a couple calls went your way and didn't end up going Jeff's way, which is a little unfortunate for Jeff.
Yeah,
But
yeah. This card
strong
was
match.
rough. I didn't know what rows I would do until like I got 18 lives. Then I was okay. 3, 4, 5 works, but at the start, I just had set up for all the rows and just
Mhm.
react to which ones I could get.
Yeah. All right. Any closing comments, Larvy?
I do not have any. Congrats, Danny, on your win.
Thank you.
Yeah. Uh, this is not our last match, and coming up in about half an hour, we have Game Sabled versus Jukatox in once again row control. Um, no idea if we're cutting stream or the streamer is going to leave it up for 30 minutes. That's up to them. But regardless, please stay tuned for more Super Mario Sunshine bingo action on Sunshine Community.